Hello, welcome to my second vlog. I know that this is much sooner than I had planned, or how much sooner than I said I would do it, but more stuff has come up, and I used to do these like regular updates, but instead I'm going to do this format because I just think it's a little better. Plus I have a microphone and it makes it much easier to talk cleaner this way. And I like to say microphone. Don't ask me why. Probably because I've never had a microphone and I feel like so professional with this crazy looking thing. Anyway, I'm far from professional. So this is my second vlog, and I have some updates for you as soon as I pull them up here on my screen. See, this is why I'm not professional. It's because I'm completely disorganized. So here's the topics I'm going to cover, and again, I'm going to put little time links in the description so you can just click to the one you want to see or sit here and watch all of these. First topic is going to be scams in the comments. It's an important thing to talk to you about for all of any channels you're watching on YouTube. I want to talk about the scam because I don't want you to get scammed, and I'll talk about it. The next one is I ordered an airbag lander and a ramp. I'm just going to leave it there because I'll get into the details, but I'm super excited about it. Third one, kind of not really relating to the scams, but similar. I have no time for bullies and trolls, and so we'll talk about that. And an update on my injury, of course. So I'll talk about that and talk about the wolf tooth replacement parts and one of the things I really like about this company. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll conclude the video. So those are my topics. They'll be in the description. You can just link to the one you want to hear about, or watch all of them, or watch none of them. It's up to you. It's funny because the last vlog I did, I got some dislikes, and it's like, what's there to dislike? You either want to watch this stuff or you don't. There's really nothing to dislike about this, I guess. I mean, if you want to hit the dislike button, by all means, have at it. All right, let's get to the first topic. I don't think this is the first time I've brought this up, but I'm going to bring it up again, and a lot of other YouTubers are bringing it up because people are just, they don't, they're not YouTubers, or they're not on YouTube enough to understand. But there's a scam going around, and what they do is they basically steal the YouTuber's profile picture or whatever, and then they go and make a comment and say free giveaway, or you have won this great deal, you've won a certain percentage off of something or whatever, and they're not legitimate. If you look closely, you'll notice that the name of that YouTube channel that they created taking the photo is not the actual true name of the channel. I don't know of a single YouTube channel that gives away stuff in the comments. They usually talk about it in their video, and they'll say, hey, I'm going to give this away. I've done that with when I've gotten to my goals as far as like subscribers and stuff. I don't put it in the comments section. I might put something in the description, but I have control over that. Nobody else can put something in there. But in the comments, anybody can comment. And so you have to be careful what's in the comments. Don't believe everything you see. When somebody posts links in there to link somewhere, look at the link closely. Make sure it's a link to another YouTube video or a link to a legitimate site or whatever. I generally just don't click on links in comments. It's just not a good place to do that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't think I've ever linked my YouTube channel on somebody else's, because I think that's kind of exploiting their channel to promote my channel or whatever. So yeah, so the links and comments, very careful. Or sometimes they don't even put links. They say, come to my thing or contact me or reach out to me, whatever, whatever. Well, that person isn't me. That person isn't the person that's other YouTube channels. I've seen this on Sam Pilgrim's channel. I've seen it on even the other Sam, forgetting his name. And I watched Scotty Cranmer, saw him. He recently did a video like this, a quick snippet about not giving away things in comments. So yes, be careful about that. Marcus Brownlee, I think is how you pronounce it. He's a tech guy. I watch his channel a lot. He did a whole video on this. So yeah, don't get scammed. If I say something here that I'm doing a giveaway, then you can believe it. Otherwise, no. I'm not giving anything away. I don't have merchandise that I'm selling at a discount or anything. Nor do any other YouTubers do that in the comments. So, there you go. Watch your back. A lot of rotten people out there in the world, unfortunately. Okay, enough of the serious business scammers. Let's talk about the airbag and launch ramp that I got. So, I've been wanting to do this for over a year, and every year I get a bonus, and I get a pretty decent sized bonus every year. And I think, well, maybe I should buy something I just really want I'm going to get some use out of. So I finally broke down and spent the money to buy an airbag landing and a launch, both portable. So the airbag landing is from DD Airbags. I guess they're an Australian company and they have a place in California. Seems a bit confusing, but I have the Next Step Pro lander, I think it is, but it's the Plus, so it's going to be the wider one and with the extended landing. I'm old. I will admit that, which will bring me into my next segment after this. So I want safety, and I want to be able to really get air and kind of relearn some tricks that I want to learn and have my friends come over and play on it and stuff like that. So I got the DD Airbags lander, and then I needed a portable launch, and I'm not 100% sure this is the ideal launch, but I got it. It's the MTB Hopper Air Ramp. It's 4.75 height, and its maximum height, and the airbag lander is 6.5 feet. So that's not that far of a step up to get up there. So I'm pretty sure that air ramp is gonna get me up there. So I posted showed the images of both as I'm talking here, so you can kind of get an idea what it'll look like. But once I get those in, it'll probably be a couple weeks yet, because these are big items that take a while to ship. And once I get them in stock, I will talk about it on my channel. I will show them to you, and I will ride them. Where I'm going to ride it, it's one of these things. I purchased something. The airbag's big. Like my friend Dustin, who runs the Ride brand company that does Ride Minnesota and Ride all the other states and so on, and he does these shows. I've ridden that airbag. I've had it on my channel, so I'm very familiar with the airbag, and I really like it because it's safe. And so but it's also big. It's a pretty sizable thing. Once you have it inflated, it takes up a lot of space. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna do this. Am I gonna do it in the front yard and pedal down the sidewalk? I need power, right? So to keep it inflated. So it'll be interesting. I can certainly do it at my property, on my lot, or if I have a long enough extension cord, I can do it out in the cul-de-sac in front. The issue with that is getting enough run up so I can have enough speed. So that's going to be the fun part, is trying to figure out how that's going to work. But I bought the stuff, then I'll be able to figure it out, because I'm pretty sure I can't just go to any random park. I know it's funny, if you watch Sam Pilgrim channel, he goes to random places, sets up his airbag setting, and then starts riding it. And it's kind of funny because Don't people like call the police or kick him out? I'm surprised they don't, right? I mean, I'm sure people enjoy watching him. So I don't know. I mean, I could always try that, but then I need a generator. And if you know me, you know I don't want to run petrol or gas unnecessarily. I'm just, I'm more of an environmentalist than that. So I'll have to figure out, do I get in a big solar power generator or something like that or whatever. I know I have the small 500 one. I have a feeling that one's not going to last to keep an airbag inflated. I could always test it and see, but might be able to get the 2000. I know Jackery makes a 2000, whatever. See how much that'll work. We'll see. So anyway, I definitely don't want to be running some gas generator for hours on end while I ride an airbag. So I'll figure something out. Cool. All right, let's go on to the next topic. So, the next topic is about bullies and trolls. I don't know what's wrong with some of you people out on the internet, but you seem to just love criticizing people, bullying people, and you love being trolls and riling everybody up. You've got some mental issues if that's what you like to go do on the internet. Go get some therapy. And I'm serious about that because it's so stupid that you take time in your life to do this and you get kicks out of it. That means there's something mentally deranged about you if that's what you think is fun. So on my channel, if somebody makes a comment, whether it's a comment towards somebody else commenting or a comment about me and my channel, I just delete that stuff and then I block that person. And some of the things I get comments are about is my age is probably the number one thing. Somebody said, how old are you, grandpa, or something like that. I've never had kids, so of course I'm not a grandpa. And that's an insult to older people, calling them a grandpa, and so I don't tolerate that stuff. Delete, you're blocked from my channel. I don't even want you to see my content. I don't want anything to do with you if you're going to be a jerk like that. Other comments are obviously about my riding, like, oh, I'm not a Sam Pilgrim. I'm not out there doing backflip no-handers and stuff like that. I'm 55 years old. I've been riding a long time. I think for my age, my skill set and my riding ability is pretty good, but it's not the best. Even I know there's people in their 50s that ride better than me and do more gnarly stuff. I could just say right now, Matt Hoffman, right? Like, he's my age. I don't know how old Jamie Beastwick is, but there's some older riders out there that have been professionals. You have to keep in mind those people, they rode for a living most of their lives. Like, that's all they did. They rode their bikes. They were sponsored. They got paid lots of money. Me, I've always had a full-time job. I've always dabbled in many different things. I'd say that's probably the number one reason why I don't have like a super high skill. Have you heard the saying, jack of all trades, master of none, right? I've dabbled in skateboarding, I mountain bike, I BMX ride, and I do different aspects of BMX, jumping, street, flatland stuff. I haven't done that much recently, but and I commute on my bike. I do gravel stuff now. I'm all over the place, so I don't just focus on one specific area. If you look at somebody like Sam Pilgrim, he's very focused in this very specific area of mountain biking. You don't see him doing cross-country rides or gravel rides or whatever else or other, and he obviously, this is what he does for a living. So insulting somebody because of their skills is just, it's lame, totally lame. There's the reason I do this YouTube channel is because there's people out there that are more like me than there are people out there that are more like the Sam Pilgrims. I watch every single video of his. I love watching his. But I feel, and this, you can post in the comments your opinion on this, that I relate to more people at this level because I'm more like them and I'm not this like kind of extreme outlier, you know, that they may never achieve. And I think that's why the people that follow my channel follow it, is cause, and I get compliments. I get people that run into me while I'm out riding or hanging out in Crosby and near Cuyuna, and they walk up to me, "Oh, you're Shad, I watch your channel," and they've got nothing but good things to say. So if you're somebody that wants to be critical and make, you know, mean comments or troll and do stuff like that, go somewhere else. Go get therapy, because we have a world of a wide range of people, and not everybody has to fit into this small slice, right? So I won't tolerate it. You make comments like that, you're gone. See ya later. Don't even want you watching my videos, because you're a waste of my time. And thankfully, you're not a very nice person or good person. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we have my injury update. So I kind of showed this. Stitches are out. It's looking pretty good, but if you look from the side, see how it's got a big lump? So there is definitely a bruise there. And it's impacted on the bone. So the skin probably split just purely from the hard impact. So my upper thigh has a big bruise on it. If you don't like this stuff, close your eyes now, because here's a picture of the bruise from a couple days ago. So yeah, I have this big bruise on my upper thigh. When my wheel kicked out sideways, I slammed pretty hard into the ground and got these injuries. It's been a week and a few days, and I've been riding. I actually did that skate park footage, but I wasn't getting too gnarly. I did a couple of grinds and rode the pool, but I wasn't getting air. I wasn't doing anything fancy or anything like that, because I'm still recovering from my injury, and I think I even mentioned that in the video. But anyway, then I just did my low side video yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty good. But the reason why I'm not going out and hitting jumps and things like that or doing anything too gnarly is I don't want to crash on these injuries, because it's, if I fall on this and re-injure it while it's healing, that just totally sucks when that happens, or if I fall on my big bruise or whatever. So I'm kind of slowly ramping it up, and just taking my time, making sure I ride, keep my fitness level, keep everything up, but I'm not, getting too gnarly, at least for me. The video of the low side, yeah, I wrote some features and did some stuff, but those things are so well within my skill set and capability that I'm not too worried about those things, and at the risk of me crashing is pretty slight on the features I was writing in that video. So that's my injury update. I'm gonna say I'm going up to Cuyuna this coming weekend, I think so. That will be probably when I start to feel more comfortable, and I might just get some elbow pads. I might just do it, at least wear them until this heals up. Don't know what to do about my hip, but I'm hoping by then it's pretty healed up. So there you have it. That's my injury update. That was a gnarly crash. I just have to say that I'm really fortunate that my injuries weren't worse, because the kind of crash I had could have been way worse, and so I'm glad that it wasn't, and that this was all I got. So there you have it. Let's do the next. Cool. This is going to be about Wolf Tooth. It's a local company to Minnesota here. They make their stuff in the US, and I really like their products. But not only do I like the quality of their products, and they've got some kind of ingenious ideas, kind of cool cutting edge things, even some problem solving things. I don't know if that Problem Solvers company still exists that Quality Bicycle Products used to own, but if they do, the cool thing about that was they would find that, there's always these little weird things that you were trying to solve, like single brake lever into two cables, like a doubler thing, I think they called it. Weird stuff like that. Or maybe you needed an extension for your drop. I don't know. There's spacers that are weird or whatever. Wolf Tooth does a lot of that kind of stuff, as well as just legitimate products. Like chain rings are their big thing, and they've got a lot of different variety chain rings. That oval chain ring that's on my Rustler, it's still on there, is a Wolf Tooth chain ring, and good quality stuff. So the big thing I want to bring up about Wolf Tooth that I really like is recently, I don't know if you saw my video on the NK system, but basically you have a tool in here, and then these slide into the end of your handlebars, and they're actually pretty light. And if you look at this one, it's pretty beat up. It's well used, right? What ended up happening is I literally was talking to a friend of mine. I pulled the NK system out, and it was super dusty and dirty, and I'm like, how did it get like that? Like, I must have crashed and dirt got in there or whatever. And then when I push it back in, it was barely like sticking in my handlebar, so it was kind of loose. And I don't know why I didn't go right away and wash off the dust and stuff from the inside of my handlebar and this, so it would stick a little better. Or they do sell just the sleeves without the tool that you could replace, and then you get a fresh sleeve that sticks better, right? Didn't do either one of those, so I was out on a ride, and when I was done with the ride, I noticed the one that was all super dusty, of course, fell out. So I think that's my own fault, because I've had these for over 2 years, and they have not been an issue. They haven't been falling out of my handlebars and stuff, and that's the first time I lost one. So what I like about them, though, is I don't have to buy a whole new NK system. I can just buy the parts that I lost. So I ordered the replacement sleeves, and in here I had the tool part that I didn't lose, and so I just kept that. And they sell each individual tool piece on their own, and then the one that I did lose, which is the chain brake and the tire plugs and stuff, I just ordered a new one of those and put it in the other sleeve. It was still pretty spendy. I mean, I think this was $50 and these were $30 or something, but it was still cheaper than buying a whole new NK system. And when it comes to, I talked about environment already once, but when it comes to the environment, I don't like to be wasteful if I don't have to be. So sometimes I'll actually spend a little extra money to not be wasteful. So why order another one of these when I already got one? And so I just went that route and replaced the parts I needed. And so now I have basically a brand new NK system that I can put in and will stay in my handlebars. And now I know if these start to get dirty and grimy, wash them out and make sure I keep them clean, because that's when they're going to slide in and out of my handlebars super easy, and I'm going to lose them. So there you go. That's an update. But Wolf Tooth is really good about supplying the little parts of the kits they make. So if you lose like your bits, you can order the bits, things like that. You don't have to order a whole new tool to replace your thing. And I really like that about them. Not many companies do that, so being able to get the replacement parts for the things that you get from them. And that was the main point I wanted to bring up about them, is that unique thing of being able to get those replacement parts when you need them. If you lose a piece or something like that, it's not the end of the world. If you use up your plugs, you can order new plugs to put in your little sleeve. So stuff like that, super cool. I like it. One of my favorite companies as of late. I even purchased a Wolf Tooth chain ring from them. This is a 38, and it's for my state all-road. My state all-road comes with a 42. This is so not what I was going to put in this video, but I'm putting it in here anyway because this just happens to be sitting on my desk. But my state all-road has a 42, and the biggest ring, easiest gear in the back is also a 42, so it's a 1-to-1 gear ratio for climbing. I find that I don't shift into my 11 tooth in the rear very often, and when I do, I've got plenty of power left, right? Plenty of pedaling cadence left. So I'm gonna try going down to a 38 on that bike and see if I like it. I may or may not. I was gonna drop 4 teeth, and it'll give that bike a little bit more climbing capability and top speed ability. It's like really once I get up to 20 some miles per hour, I don't even think I'm in my 11 tooth when I'm going that fast yet. So we'll see. But that's generally like the fastest I'm going on that bike is in the low 20s. So I don't think I need the high gear offering that is on that bike right now. But we'll see. I don't really know. Once I switch this out, I'll test it out and see. So cool. Let's go on to the conclusion with my microphone. Okay. There you have it. My second vlog. What's coming up on my channel? Well, when I get the airbag and the launcher, that'll definitely be on my channel. I'll talk about those things and the setup and all of that. That'll be super cool. There's a message on my phone. And then going up to Cuyuna, doing some riding. I have a couple how-tos that I want to do. I want to review a couple of the ones I've done and kind of improve upon them. Popping up the front wheel, back wheel, some of the basics that people should learn. I just kind of want to review them, improve the videos. I think the ones I have out there are pretty good, but I know the popping up the front wheel one, the technique I showed is a single technique for a single purpose, and I think there's kind of multiple techniques for different purposes, things like that I'll get into. So that's what'll be coming up next on my channel. I really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe. Peace.